Did you know that you can get a visitor's visa into Ireland in just 2 weeks? Yes, that is very true. The application process is very seamless, is very stress-free. You can do this all on your own without the help of any agents. There are many people who have done this, and I assure you by the end of this video, you will be glad you stick to the very end and you watch to listen to all the supporting documents, reasons why you may need a visitor's visa, and how you can go about the application process. What you need to do to make sure that your visa will be approved in less than 2 weeks. Now, what is a short stay visa? The type of visa I'm talking about is a short stay visa. It is called short stay type C visa. So this is the type of visa that you can take for so many reasons. You could take this if you want to take a holiday, for educational purposes, to visit family or friends, to attend conferences or events, for business activities, for employment, that's under the atypical working scheme, to attend a training course, for an unpaid internship, to sit an exams, to get married, to take part in a performance or competition, to access medical treatment, to travel to Ireland as a seafarer to join your ship. These are the purposes that you could need a short stay visa. So if you want to know the detailed supporting documents that you need under all of these purposes, stay true to the end. The video might be long, but it will be worth your time, I promise you. If you are coming to take a holiday, your reason for your travel will be tourist. So you will provide them with the following document. You provide them with the name of the course. You will provide them with the duration that you want to stay, which must be less than 90 days. Evidence of fees paid, which is 60 euro if it is single entry or 100 euro if it is a multiple entry. You provide evidence that you have a place on the course. So this is for education purpose and then tourist. So you could say that it's like merging together. So if you are coming for educational purposes, you could also use tourist as your reason, and then you provide all of these documents. Stay tuned, I know the one you're looking for, to visit a friend or family. The reason will be that you choose visit family or friend, right? And you must bring their details, the details of the family or friend that you're going to visit. So you have to bring a color copy of their passport biodata page, evidence of the ongoing contact. So you cannot just wake up from the blues and say, Ndwe, so he's my friend, and we have not spoke together for the past 1 year. What kind of friendship is that? So you need to provide a ongoing contact that you've had. It could be in form of calls, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, emailing that have gone up for like quite, even you, when you see, you know that these people are constantly communicating together. Another document you bring is evidence of how they are known to you. If they are family members, for example, birth certificate, marriage certificate, evidence. How did you know these people? So let's say they are your friends from school. So it could be that you meet them from school. So there could be evidence in forms of pictures that you took together when you were in school, maybe when you saw them out when they were traveling to Ireland, your pictures together, your continuous communication, all those things will show this evidence. And also a copy of their residence permit, their Irish residence permit. So that's what you're going to bring from your friend's side, okay? Then if you are coming to attend any conferences or events, you must include confirmation of the registration for that course, the fees that you paid for the course, any cost they are covering. If it is them, or if it is you, or if it is your sponsor back home, they will give a full breakdown of this in euro. So even if it is your local currency, they'll convert it and give the equivalent of it in euro, right? and then the type of conference, the location and date of your conference. If your employer is paying for it, you must include a detailed breakdown of what costs they are covering. So, and provide evidence of the ability to pay. So anybody that is sponsoring you, those are the things you need to bring as well. If you are coming to do business, so you bring a letter from the host, like the person you're coming, let it be maybe a supplier, a company you're coming to buy things from, something to show that there is a business partner in Ireland. Okay, that's what you, and then the full statement, everything you need to do, a statement about what they will contribute to the cost of your visit. They'll break this down in euro, proof of an existing relationships as well, the reason they are inviting you to Ireland, which is purpose of business. So they will just write a letter. So if it is for an employment, now this is where I know a lot of you will have interest in. For example, those of us who wants to do self-sponsorship, right? So if it is a purpose of employment, you need to provide a valid atypical working scheme. Remember when I made a video to talk about self-sponsorship, I mentioned that you need to apply for your AWS. So if you apply for your AWS after you get, so your reason for coming here will be employment, atypical scheme, and then you will submit this atypical scheme, and then they will get you a short stay visa to enter into Ireland. Okay, to attend a training course, you must provide a letter from your employer or the organization that is sponsoring you, which this will have to include a description of the course that you're attending, what the training course is about, how the training course relates to your work or your organizational role, the date the training course will start and end, when you are expected to return to work, if applicable. Okay, you need all of this. You also must bring a letter from the training company with the following information, the following information, like the details of the course, what the course is about, the dates of the course, that you are listed as an attendee for that course. For an unpaid internship, so let's say you finished your school back home and then you want to come into Ireland and do any unpaid internship. So you need to show the course that you are studying from back home, how many years you studied, how many terms it was from the university, the nature and duration of the internship that you're coming to do, who will cover the cost of the internship, where applicable, how the host or the company is linked to the university, if applicable. Because like there are some schools that have a relationship with some companies outside the country, that when you finish school they can send you there to do your internship. So there should be that evidence, so your school will provide that for you. Then the date you are expecting to return to your studies back home, and the accommodation. You must also do gather vetting. So if your proposed internship involve working with children under the age of 18 years, you must do gather vetting. Yes, and also police clearance from your country. So to sit for an exam, which is one of the major reasons I'm sure most of you are clicking on this video, to sit for an exam, you must include a letter from the organizing institution, which include confirmation of registration for the exams, the fees that you paid, the time and date of the exam. You must also explain and provide evidence of why this exam is necessary for your employment or studies, and why you must sit it in Ireland. I hope that's sinking. I will read that again. To sit for an exam, for those who are coming to do the self-sponsorship route in whichever profession you're doing, to sit for the exams, you must bring confirmation of registration. So when you pay for your RCSI exam, they will send you a confirmation of your registration, which will show the fee that you paid, the time and date for the exam, and you have to explain the reason why you need to write this exam in Ireland, and why this exam is necessary for your employment or studies. If you are coming to get married, some people wants to like do their marriage here, you can come. And then their document you need to bring is that your acknowledgement from the registrar from here, the marriage registration form, evidence of a relationship history. Let's say you have one Oyibo Bobo that says you should come over and make you marry. So these are the things that you're going to bring. And if you are single or divorced or anything, like you can bring evidence of your previous marriage relationships. Okay, if you are coming to take part in a tournament like St. Paddy's Day that is coming next week, Monday, March 17th, like St. Paddy's Day that is coming, if you are coming to do anything like that, you can use the opportunity to enter into Ireland. Many people are going to be coming to Ireland anyways because of that. And if you are coming to do a medical treatment, so you must include a referral letter from the hospital in your home country who is sending you abroad for the treatment. So the letter will state your diagnosis, if you are well enough to travel, explanation of the treatment, and if the treatment is available in a country closer to where you live or home country, why it is not being carried out there. So if you are coming to Ireland and you're from Nigeria and that same treatment is available in Ghana, why are you coming to Ireland? You need to explain the reason. Then the details of the doctor that is going to treat you. Then you're going with the private hospital because it can't be with the government hospital. And also that you are expected to be well enough to leave the country in 90 days. And also a letter from the private hospital here in Ireland stating the name of the doctor, how they have discussed your treatment, your reasons, and all of that stuff, the date of your appointment, that you are not using public funds or hospital, that the total cost of your treatment in euro. And when they give this total cost, they also have to see this amount of money in your bank account when you're submitting your bank statement. And then evidence of private medical insurance that will cover all of your bills. Okay, if you are traveling to join a ship, you will need a letter from your employer, your exact job on board ship, how long you have been employed with them, the name of the ship, the date you plan to arrive, the date that you will stay, the date you're scheduled to leave. The letters must also explain the contact details of your employer. You also need to provide a letter from the shipping company or agency that has engaged you in Ireland, if different from above. If the one in Ireland is different from the one you're coming from, so which will also explain the same details as previously mentioned. If you are coming to join like another family member here who is already a EU citizen, let's say maybe your people that have come here and they've become citizens, you can come here to join them under the joint family for a short period of time. So yeah, I hope you have gotten everything you need. So those are the supporting documents for the short stay visa. That is to prove the specific purpose. And then other documents you will need to provide will be your bank details, your evidence to the ties of your home country, and of course your passport. So you need to provide details that when you're coming, you're going to leave. So it could be that you have a business, you have family members, you have elderly parents, you're still working, you have something going on back home that will take you back. So those it could differ for many people. It could be your elderly parent, it could be your spouse, it could be your children, it could be your business, it could be that you're still working. Then you also get a letter from your employer back home to state that they are aware that you're going to maybe sit for exams and that the exams is necessary for your professional development and that you're going to come back to resume. You are on leave. They need to give the date they've approved your leave and when your leave is going to stop for you to return back to work. With all of this, you are going to definitely get your visa in less than 3 weeks. Yes, that is very true. Thank you for watching to this point. I will see you all in my next video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and let's chat there.